More than a more than a dot.
Welcome to More Than a Dad podcast. I'm your host, Dre Moore. I got my guy, Lou Mobe, here with me.
What's good, baby?
You ain't pop off early this time.
My bones is cracking, though. Old as hell.
I want to shout out Ashburn, Virginia. We see y'all in the downloads. Where that's at, bro?
I don't know where that's at, but
Listen, the support out there. We appreciate y'all for supporting us from places that we've never been. Maybe we'll visit one day. I'm going to have to look it up on the map. It might be close. Close. Not close, but close.
whoever that listener is from Ashburn, you more than welcome to.
Yeah. Listen, reach
DM
out
us.
reach out to us so we see who you are. Let's jump into this Fast Five. So I thought of something a little different. I know we always do like start, bench, cut. We be having different variations, sign, shelf, feature. So I want to do a little car thing. Daily driver, garage, right? A little weekend car, and then the trade in, the one you're getting rid of.
That's hard.
So let's go. Supercars, Porsche 911, Lamborghini Aventador, Aston Martin Vantage.
I ain't gonna lie to you. What's the first one?
Porsche 911.
Daily drive. I'm going to Aston Martin.
On the Aston Martin.
The garage. I'm putting the Lambo in the garage.
You're getting rid of the Porsche?
And we get rid of the Porsche.
Hey, you're not Ross in the 911?
No.
Let's go luxury SUVs. We got the Rolls Royce Cullinan, the Bentley Bentayga, and the Lamborghini Urus.
Alrighty. Daily drive. The Rolls Royce.
They're going Rolls Royce on the daily.
Mm-hmm.
What we putting in the garage?
The Bentley truck.
The Bentley getting rid of the Urus.
I don't think I like the shape of this drum.
What, the Urus?
Yeah.
True.
I'm not a super fan of the shape.
American muscle cars.
Mm-hmm.
Chevy Camaro, Ford Mustang, Dodge Challenger.
I'm so biased. You can tell I'm from Philly. Daily drive is the Challenger. And I'm big, and that might be the biggest out of these three cars.
Right.
Trading in the Camaro and put the Mustang
in the garage.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to some Jeeps, some trucks. Ford Bronco, Chevy Tahoe, Jeep Wrangler.
I'm probably gonna get killed for this, but if you don't know, like I want a Bronco bad.
The juice is loose.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I want the Bronco, so that's gonna be my daily drive. I'll put the Wrangler in the garage, and we're gonna trade in the Tahoe.
Get rid of the Tahoe. All right. Super fast SUVs. We got the Range Rover Sport SVR. We got the Dodge Durango Hellcat, and we got the BMW X3M.
You just trade in the Durango because it just does not even.
We getting rid of the Hellcat Durango?
Just because it's the make of the car don't even compete with the other two makes of the cars.
True. So which one what's the daily drive?
The daily drive gonna be the Range.
And we gonna put the Beamer in the garage.
Yeah, just we want to take it to the next level.
True that. I was dad life, bro.
Dad life is good. Manny, man, continues to. Yo, that's really my youngin', bro. Like I really be feeling like we like super close, and I be having to tell my wife all the time, like I defer to you, like that the kids like, both the kids are like, mommy, boy, and
right.
But she don't know, like I got my own relationship with them,
right?
And it's probably, if not greater, equal to their relationship with her. And it's more natural because with dad, I don't put pressure on them in terms of like performance.
Right.
She's real educational based. A lot of like, too much time on the tablet. Let's go do some workbooks and stuff like that. Dad is fun. I'm fun probably 80% of the time, and then 20% of the time it's like I have to be like, I hate to use stern. I'm not stern, but redirect behavior. Like even Osa.
Discipline.
Yeah, so I get a good healthy balance of daddy's so fun, but daddy gonna be the one that might tell me to go clean up when I don't feel like it and I'm about to cry.
Right.
So I have to teeter a line, and like even my wife even do this stuff too. Like she's like, why you make Osa cry? I'm like, cause you don't ever stop her from like getting over.
Right.
So it's like, no, Os, you don't, you're not gonna not eat your food and only eat ice cream. Like you're gonna eat your food first, and then she'll cry, and then now she get ice cream.
Right.
Like, but now we like, well, Osa don't eat enough vegetables. You think what I'm saying?
True
Dad
that.
gonna be there being the stickler, like, yo, you gotta consume this broccoli if you want the ice cream.
You're going to have to consume this broccoli.
You know what I'm saying? So, but that's just my balance in our household is that, and if I really wanted to, like, and I try to, because I know she's so educational based. What is going on, Siri?
Clip. Bro, how you get rid of it?
My God,
Who these people?
I don't know, but
You on your computer?
I see no.
Alright.
I see the Siri thing pop up on the computer, and they searched that.
I didn't know what it was about to do, but yeah.
Punching back in. So like just be, I have my own relationship with them, and I'm interchangeable. I could go in there and teach them some educational stuff, but this year I've been really focusing on, like, ever since COVID, I feel like we haven't really maximized our backyard and like do outside stuff and get outside lessons and like,
Right.
like my kids don't ride bikes and scooters as good as we did at that age. They just not outside getting that daily practice on them things. So I find myself just trying to teach them dad lessons instead of like school lessons.
Right.
Like all the way back to like the growing plants or like Manny was helping me cut the grass. I'm learning how to cut grass. He cutting grass right with me. You know what I mean? But Manny, we talking about Manny's birthday and stuff coming up. And I'm like, yo, what theme you want for your birthday? And it's like, Manny's starting to watch Transformers and Pokemon and like Dragon Ball Z. I'm like,
Right.
like he's starting to watch all this stuff like that show up on his YouTube algorithm. And I'd be like, yo, you watch, who Pikachu is and stuff? I'd be hyped. You know what I mean? I'd be
Right.
hyped that like, yo, you like cartoons that I grew up on and stuff. So that's why it's even more fun to wear some of these graphic shirts because he know the
characters.
He know the characters. Like one day he was watching Popeye, then I seen a Popeye shirt and I just grabbed that joint. Like just
Right.
like Nightmare Before Christmas, like one of his favorite movies and favorite songs. So like I had the Jack the Skeleton joint. You know what I mean? So
That's a fact.
his interest is just so broad, and I think it holds true when I was saying like his interest, we exposure equal expansion. His mind is expanded, and
Right.
it's not just like Manny only like Legos and that's it. No, Manny like everything, like a real normal kid would. If you expose him to it and he think it's cool,
He gonna like it.
he gonna like it. So I love that about him, and Osa chasing right after him, whatever he like, she like. I know my wife want my daughter to be a princess and she cute and all this stuff, but my daughter rough. Like I don't really like. I will play Tea Party and pretend to play with my daughter, but when I have both the kids, like I normally do, I don't like play with them different according to their sex. Like if I'm wrestling Manny on the floor,
Right.
I'm wrestling Osa on the floor, and she love it. You know what I mean? If I'm running around doing the claw, like you know what I mean, playing with them and biting them and stuff, she love it.
Right. That's a fact.
You
That's
know
a
what I mean?
fact.
So like, dads out there, give me advice. Is that is that cool to do or not?
No,
Cool to do?
yeah, that's cool. That ain't no. I mean,
You
it actually makes it easier when you're doing it like that because you don't really got to separate the situation.
Yeah, because I'm not like, because I don't know if that's like good parenting or not. Like I don't really know how to be super girly. Like if she comes to the age and she wants to do girly things with me, like, yo, Dad, I want you to be on a tea party, take me on a date. Can I
Right.
practice doing nails on you? Can I put a bow in your hair? Sure, but Am I going to initiate that stuff? Probably not.
Right, yeah, because it's just not familiar.
Right.
It don't make it don't. It's just not our expertise. So it's not like it don't make. It's not bad parenting. It's just we just not familiar for real. For real.
Right.
Yeah, it's funny because that you were saying it about like because Ash like that now. Like he and Lil Dre, well, Lil Dre the same way. But Lil Dre, you was just the other day with Lil Dre playing Dragon Ball Z. Like he into Dragon Ball Z. He like all of that. And me and Ash had went to go see we went to see the Mario movie. And he big on Mario. Like he know all the characters. Like I'm like, who that? He like, oh, that's Princess Peach or that's Bowser or that's Yoshi. Like he know all the characters. And it was like he knew the characters like before we was even in the movie. Like, and it was cool just like seeing him like, oh, like he into Mario or he like Sonic and stuff like that. Like they really do be like liking a lot of the stuff that like we like when we was kids. And it's definitely like a cool thing. Like he was super hyped when we went to the movies to see Mario. It's crazy because we went like in the middle of the day. We was the only ones in the movie theater, and I had left him in that joint by himself. Probably bad parenting. No, we was the only ones in the theater, right? So I had got us our snacks and soda and all that, and I went to go drink the soda, and I guess that whatever machine I got the soda out of, it ain't had no sugar in it, so like it wasn't sweet. And then like I had sipped his little juice. I'm like, it wasn't sweet neither. I'm like, man, now I gotta go back. But then mind you, like we got like pretzel bites and like M&Ms and all this stuff. And I'm like, man, I'm not about to carry all of this back to the thing. And like once we the only, like I said, we the only ones in the theater. So I'm like, yo, you gonna sit right here? Like he like, yeah. I'm like, all right, don't move, yo. I'm like, don't move. I'll be right back. So I went and swapped out the drinks and all of that. Came back, I'm like, man, listen, please don't let nobody have snacks to about this joint. I don't know how I'm going to explain that joint. I'm like, how you losing in this joint, cuz?
Bro, we could talk about that for a second, too, bro. When something happened on your watch as a dad, you got to have the timetable, the solutions on what happened when you tell the mom. Listen. But when something happened with the mom, we don't even ask no follow-up questions. They'd be like, is he all right?
Yeah, right. Like, you know? It's cool. Listen, man.
It'd be like, yo, Manny fell down the steps today. I'd be like, is he all right? All right, cool. Let it have been me. Manny fell down the steps today. How?
Right.
Where was you at? What time? Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you put the gate up? Why didn't you tell him to stop running?
That's a fact.
It's nuts, bro.
It's a super fact. Yeah, I'm like,
bro, you got to write an incident report.
No, real rap. I'm like, yo, let me hurry up, get back in this joint. He was just sitting right in that joint. I'm like, oh, all right, cool. And
Dads, I promise you, don't let nothing happen on your watch.
Yeah, that's
You'll never hear the end of it.
That's what you always think about. Like, man, somehow I'm going to explain this.
Bro, I be so mad. Like, even like dumb stuff. Like, say we bought some clothes, and I come back. I took him to the park. He come back. His sneakers dicked. She just got them. Yo, why would you take him to the park with them sneakers? You was thinking like that. I'm spontaneous dad. Like, it's like
facts.
We went to the park. He got some good old vitamin D from the sun out here. He was playing with other kids. Social skills. You think you do all this good stuff? He got some fresh air. Come back, he got a scuff that can't come out of his sneaker. You'll never hear the end of it.
That's a fact, yo.
Now you be like,
but then don't take the kid outside not dressed appropriately. You know what I'm saying? Because then that's the thing too. Like, why you put them sneakers on and you got him outside looking crazy?
Oh, I get that with Osa too, man. If she'd be like, don't run no errands. And don't let nobody important see her not dialed up.
Right.
And I'm like, she not even 2.
Yeah, like what we on? I'm going in and out. You know what I'm saying?
What the kicker is, dialed up be her put a dress on and put a bow in her hair. It don't like dialed up don't even be like what you,
some extra extraordinary thing. You took her outside like that? Yeah, it's crazy, bro. You got no wind sometimes.
Oh man, let me get your thoughts on something, bro. So all these topics are similar.
Yeah, what's up, bro?
So here you go. So I was watching this video. I think this was on YouTube, like the YouTube Shorts, and or maybe TikTok. A child molester was released from jail, and he was somehow doing an interview. Somebody thought it was cool to interview him and thought it was good content. You content creators kill me. Y'all giving a voice to the voiceless, the wrong voices.
All right,
but the child molester was basically in an interview, and in the section of this video, he was just breaking down how he preyed on certain kids. and I just thought it was weird to hear a predator share like
He
what
was given the playbook.
he was given the playbook on the certain kids he broke down. So he was saying like he preyed on kids that didn't talk much. He preyed on kids that kept secrets. He preyed on kids that parents weren't involved. He said he didn't bother kids that had a really involved father, and he didn't prey on kids that was really had strong faith and spirituality.
I come from like religious families.
Yeah, sorry, I can't even talk right now.
Ah, you good, bro.
Yeah, so that go to church and all that too. So, what's your thoughts on that?
So how he was finding the kids?
I guess he was like stalking playgrounds, stalking schools.
Cause had the scouting report.
Yes, this is a scouting report. Yes.
Nah, yo.
So think about that. Like, how does that make you feel as a parent hearing a former
I
child
mean, people.
molester break you down like that? How calculated and how
That's what I was.
strategic it is. Nasty people out here, man.
It's super nasty work, but yo, it's the crazy thing about that. Like, if all of that time and energy you invested in like scouting kids, if you like channeled that into like something totally different, you'd probably be like great. Like for real, yo. Like how you. I mean, I get like people be sick, yo. So like when you like I guess when you wanna do something, I guess you figure out the best way to do it. That's nasty work though. Like he had.
How do you know if a kid could keep a secret?
That's what I'm saying. Like that was more so what I was asking. That was more so my question. Like how is he finding this kid? Like how is he getting this information? Like how do you tell the kid something in the playground and then like see them 2 weeks from now and see like if their parents confront you or something? Like
Yeah, I was thinking something like that too. Like if you there talking to him and he don't run back and tell his parents, then
Right.
he cool with.
right, like that's like
And
he got free from jail.
yeah.
Nah,
Send
cause
his ass back.
yeah, he gotta go back because like he like a premeditated. You mean like I'm sure majority of it is probably like premeditated, but I know it's people out here that some people just sick and it's just what they into. Nah, I think it's all like a level of premeditated. No, send him back.
Send him back.
Send him back.
No,
bro.
to me, it makes sense, right? Like a kid that don't talk much or play with other kids, a kid that don't keep secrets, and a kid that don't have parents involved. Now think about that. When you just break down them four things, we all done seen that kid in that park. When we went to the parks when we was kids, it was a kid that like parent didn't know where they was at, didn't care where they was at. You had kids that like was kind of play by themselves and didn't play with the group.
Right.
We all know people like that, and imagine them being they're targets for these type of people. And then you hear this, like we grew up in a community. I know our show is based off of us having good fathers, but a lot of our friends didn't have fathers. So when you say he didn't bother, kids that had really involved fathers, then
Right.
how many of my friends grew up fatherless or not knowing their fathers or fathers wasn't around or whatever?
That's true.
And then most of us had moms that
Yeah,
didn't go to
this is
church.
nasty playbook, bro.
It's such a premeditated thing, like you said, man. It's nasty work, bro.
Like he got a whole checklist of like for the like this is
No,
like I don't.
it's a bad
Yeah,
joint.
yeah, cuz and I mean, but I guess anything you gonna do that's like in the realm of like criminal activity, like unless you just out here doing stupid stuff, I guess it's gonna be like extremely thought through because and his end goal is to do this to get away with it.
Right.
So like it's nasty, bro.
It's nasty work.
Yeah, it's
man.
nasty work. Like I can't really even like expound on like stuff of like that's just crazy. Like I don't even like he really invested a lot of time into like figuring out some kids to do something like
And-
wow. You could have like I said, you could have invested that time in doing the right thing, doing something different. Like
I mean, you can say that about anything though. When somebody break down how they sell drugs, you be like, "Damn, you really smart and good with math. Why ain't you a scientist?" And like,
That's true.
You know what I mean?
And
Or a businessman or something, you know, right? So it's the same thing every time. Like, even like when you
I
look
guess we just look at it in different optics. Like, I'm not saying like selling drugs is not bad, but like molesting kids
it's
and
predatory, yeah.
yeah, like molesting kids and that is different. Like, you know, some people like there's people that's out here that's like doing illegal activity as a means to like an end to trying to get by or like survival or different things that's happening. Like, it ain't no survival in molesting kids.
No.
You're just trying to like do some nasty stuff, bro.
Let's move on, man. I don't know if you've seen this. This has happened a couple times in the last year or so since we've been doing the pod, and I was unsure how to like talk about it because I'm not. And guys, help us out with this one. They call it medical bullying or CPS kidnapping, where like this is the scenario I seen in this video. A Texas couple were taking their 9-day-old baby to see their pediatrician after having like an at-home birth
Okay.
and having like, you know, the doulas and stuff in the house,
Right.
and the baby wasn't born in a hospital and everything. So when they decided, the pediatrician and them decided to call the cops and pry the baby away from the mother and put the baby in the system for, I don't know, maybe a health something. Maybe they seen that said was something concerning with the kids. But this is not the first time that this has happened where like a family had an at-home birth or something like that and went to go to the pediatrician, and then the pediatrician ended up calling and getting the babies taken from the parents. So imagine like taking your kid to the doctors and having to leave without your kid.
Right.
You know, I don't know if you've seen any of this before.
Are they trying to say like the parents did something wrong by having a birth at home? Like it was like negligent, but there's nothing wrong, nothing bad happened to the kids.
Yeah, I don't know if they've seen something concerning with the health, but I know as a parent, when I go to the hospital, I go there, or the doctors, I go to make sure everything's all right. I never think
Right.
that in me looking out for the health of my kid, that I could end up being taken, you know, the kid could be taken from me.
They be doing it with the right people, man. They doing it with the right people. Like, you can't take my kid, yo. Not without taking me.
Yeah. I mean, but like, and it's crazy because like they, you know, in the comments it was all types of stuff like, damn, that baby is being breastfed,
Right.
and like skin to skin, and like it's still.
So like, but they're taking the kids on grounds of what though?
I don't know what the findings exactly are. I'm trying to actually look at them while you
Like,
talk.
so like when they hold on, bro. So they go in there, they go on the doctors, they trying to get the kid checked out. Does the doctor even check the kid out, or they just call the cops because you had the baby at home?
I think they seen something and they decided to call the cops.
Yeah, bro, you can't take my kid, yo. You gotta take me with you.
No, I'm gonna continue to describe some of the scenarios. This is not the first time it happened. Like I seen this happen in like 2 or 3 videos that like the parents end up losing their kids in this manner. Like, and I was just kind of confused by it. Like I wish I could get more information on like what are they finding? Like are the parents, like you said, being negligent, or is the baby hurt, or is it some raise of concern? But never once like, and this is the pediatrician. This is not like we at home, the neighbors called the house. You know, because you hear about that stuff in the hood, right? Like,
Right.
you know, the neighbors called the cops because of this or that. It's you went to the pediatrician. You was doing the responsible thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro, this is crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not. I don't know what the findings are. Maybe I should be more thorough in that. But
No, I mean, like, apparently, you know, like, that's a thing. Like, they saying, like, that's how they kidnapping kids and they taking kids away from people. You just can't take my kid, though, bro. Like, you don't have no grounds to take my kid. Like I said, you're just going to take me. Or, like, so this is going to end really bad.
Children Protective Services, CPS,
Like,
stop CPS from legally kidnapping children.
there's a law, bro. They're saying, like, they got immunity. They could do that. That's what it just said on there. They got immunity. But you can't, listen. things. Listen, things you could. Yeah, things just going to end bad. Things not gonna end good. It's not gonna end well. Like you can't take my kid. Like, can you imagine somebody trying to take your kid, bro? You don't have to shoot me.
Not the
Then we
not
just
the
gonna
not the
die
doc,
here.
not the doctor's office conspiring.
Not
with
anybody, yo. It don't matter who it is. Like we'll just have to die behind it, bro.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. Like at the end of the day, because like you can't like I need to know the grounds and like what you taking my child for, like, and man, listen, I could be a bad parent, yo. You still not taking my kid, yo. Like I don't really.
Oh yeah, this is a thing across the country, guys. This is a
Yeah, it's a thing, bro. It's
and they say
law.
it's a huge disparity among minorities.
Yeah, because you're not educated. You don't know nothing. They don't, like that's the way they treat it. Especially like if you're talking about people that lack the resources to be able to fight against it.
And the fact that I've been searching for this the whole time we've been, and there is no, like what are the terms and grounds to take the kid, just speaks to how much of this is probably like a real.
Yeah, it's like it's legal kidnapping, honestly. And that's just something like, yeah, you're not taking my kid, and all of that. Like that's just it's control, man. Like especially like if you're talking about they doing it a lot to people who having home births and all of this stuff. It's just control, bro.
Cause when you have a home birth, I don't know the process, but it ain't like the baby go right into the system as if in the
Right?
hospital, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
So it's control, bro. It's a lot of different things. It ain't the paperwork ain't there. Plus, it's a money thing. It's big business. Like you also know that. Like hospitals and them, they're not getting paid if you had a baby at the crib.
You know what else too? My wife always bring this up too, and I never thought nothing of it until one of my friends became like a doula. But like when you give birth in the hospital, like the placenta and stuff come out your body. Like why isn't that your property? Right? Because they say like the placenta and all that stuff is real healthy for the kid, and like
Right.
if you was to get sick, it's like even the umbilical cord got like the stem cells and all that.
Right.
You know that like that stuff get ushered away so quick.
Right.
That stuff get ushered away so quick you couldn't keep it. They chase you for it. Like it's a part of not only going to bill you for the childbirth, they're going to then take your placenta and make money off of that to go reproduce stem cells.
It's nasty work. Bro.
It's nasty work, ain't
Nasty
it?
work.
You dig what I'm saying? Like you don't even realize it though, because we're just now getting educated to like they do different little crazy stuff with that. Make it it dry it out and hang it places, or
Right.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
They get all because we come from the motherland and the spiritual and them little processes we just are getting hip to in our modern day life today. But
Facts.
imagine like something came out your body and you don't have the right to it.
That's wild, bro. Yeah, listen, it's all a business, man. They gonna do what they want to do. So anything that kind of goes against the grain of like what they doing and what they've been doing and what they trying to do, they gonna find a way to fight it like anything else. So that'll probably be a way to scare people away from having kids outside of the hospital and stuff like that.
But you know what the bigger issue is that like for some reason minority births like is more the child dying or the mother dying
Right.
than the hospital is higher among minorities than any other race in America.
Right.
So the mortality rate. So like people are trying to be like, man, I'd rather be among my doulas and my
Brown people
midwives
that you
and-
trust.
Yeah. So and do it in a bathtub or do it in a. I seen people have like blow up pools.
Yeah, they got a little swimming pools and all of that, water
Yeah,
birth and all of that.
Yeah, so like, yeah, man, I think maybe it's a real fear. Like I don't have to bear children, so maybe it never. We as guys don't think about that, but
No, it's
women-
it's definitely a real thing. It's definitely women that feel that way that would rather not have a kid in the hospital and just have bad experience in hospitals having children. So
And because even when I remember when like my wife was complaining about back pain and stuff, they was kind of like wasn't like well we already gave you some like
yeah,
we already gave you something for pain like we can't just give you, it just was nasty. It was like like you got phantom pain because we already gave you the morphine or whatever.
Right now,
You
now,
already
I'm
got
and
the
that's
epidural.
that's a big thing because they don't really listen to black women when they complain about pain. They think they making it up. That's a fact. It's all listen. It's studies. This is like documented facts. It's not even like speaking out of turn.
Right. Yeah, man. Nasty work, man. Yo,
It's a nasty work episode.
Absolutely. All right, guys, man. Until next time, man. Thank you all for tuning in and checking us out, man. Every Friday, you know where to find us at, man.
Right where we supposed to be.
Man, don't be shy neither, man. Share with another parent. Leave us comments,
Absolutely.
reviews for the pod, all that.
Lou gonna respond to y'all comments. Until next time, y'all.
Until next time. Join the More Than a Dad family by following us on Instagram, subscribing to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to join our Facebook group for daily questions, motivation, dad jokes, and new dad tips. If you enjoy our podcast, please leave us a review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Be sure to like, comment, and share our content with other parents. Last but not least, make sure you check out our new merch. The link is in the bio of our Instagram as well as the description of this YouTube video. We are truly grateful and thanks for supporting More Than a Dad.